Hi, George. How are you?
I'm good. I like that shield you have behind your right shoulder.
I normally it does not live here, but Wolverine does. And I said, if I'm gonna be talking to Anthony Mackie, I feel like I need to add my shield to the collection behind my head.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
but to start, I love like monster apocalypse stories as a whole. I think they're fascinating to kind of dive into. But when you have something like this, that not only are you dealing with these creatures that lurk in the woods at certain elevations, you also are dealing with the elements because you're literally at different elevations throughout the movie. How was it directing in like a landscape like this and really kind of using it to your advantage when you are telling a story that the literal lows and highs of nature are part of the storyline itself?
It's one of the main reasons I wanted to do the movie. The idea of shooting it in the actual Rockies in Colorado, which is probably the state that is most associated with the Rocky Mountains. Finding a real place that has dirt roads and wood clapboard houses and was an old mining community and is the sort of place that people would run to if they could survive at 8,000 feet. All that was great. And then the thing about shooting in an environment where the environment is there, as opposed to one where you have to create it digitally, which, obviously computers are pretty good at that. And Mandalorian looks incredible, and they're doing almost all that in the stage, but that takes hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and it also limits how you can move the camera with the actors. So if you go into a real space like a mine, where there's, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles of tunnels, well, now I can put a camera on a motorized vehicle and I can have the actors run until they are going to drop and have that vehicle, following them or leading them. So working in spaces that the ski lift, working in spaces where the it's real what you're doing allows you to bring the audience in a completely more naturalistic and immersive way.
And for you as a director, when you have like, I love the storyline that is underneath, the monster story, where it is a man desperate to kind of help his son. These two women who one knows what happened to his wife, the other one that was her best friend. And like you have all these interpersonal relationships happening while like giant monster creatures are coming to try and attack them. How, for you as a director, is it fun to kind of find the balance between when we need those more human moments between these characters and when we kind of need that action sequence?
I mean, I personally think the action sequences only really work if you care about the characters. And so, this movie, obviously there's a prelude that tells you what happened to the world, but when you meet the characters, they're in a kind of Garden of Eden like setting, right? They're in a world where it's like I could live up there forever, you know? And so that gives us time to really explore characters at the beginning, before they have to go down below 8,000 feet. And then ideally, what you want is people's character traits or their conflicts to come out in the action scenes as well. So they're developing as characters through the action scenes as well as just the talking scenes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for everyone to get to see Elevation.
Oh, thank you very much, Rachel. Take
Thank you.
care.
Have a great one. Nice meeting you.